dolphins can swim. Though nothing will keep us together.
Good morning, Clockhouse. How are you all? Here we are again for our third virtual achievement assembly. And have we got some achievements for you? My goodness, you've been working hard. I've seen some wonderful things this week, and I know the teachers have found it really hard to decide on who our home learning heroes are, from artwork to poems to cookery, from amazing maths, and all those timetable rock stars out there. One day to go. Come on, girls, can you beat the boys? Let's see. Anyway, on with the assembly. So here we are again together. Time to celebrate. I hope you're all working hard. I can see you're all working hard and having a lovely time with your families, even though it is so difficult for us all. And what are you celebrating this week? What have you achieved that you didn't think you could do? What have you managed to do this week that you couldn't do last week? Perhaps there's something significant that you can now do on Friday that you couldn't do on Monday. Now, who can remember these 4 words? Who can remember what nurture means? If we're nurturing something, if we're nurturing somebody, if we're nurturing our school and we're growing together. And then we've got our value of respect, and then we've got our value of learning, which are all doing wonderfully, and our value of community. And I think that value has never been more important than it is now. And who can remember this half-term's value? And a lot of you are showing this value every day. That's right, it's excellence. Well done, Clockhouse. Right, here they come. So here are our first set of home learning heroes. And first up, as always, we have nursery. And Mrs. Olivier is very proud of Dylan this week for working really hard at home. And to Georgia for excellent name writing practice. That's a really tricky thing for children in nursery and reception, to learn how to write their name. So well done, Georgia. Moving on to reception, we have Wales. And Miss Wilson is very proud of Andrew this week for being very enthusiastic towards his work, especially his work on worms. I've heard a lot about worms from reception this week. Sounds very interesting. And Jessica for always being very determined and going above and beyond with her work. In Scotland, Mrs. Johns is very impressed with Hudson for wonderful learning during our VE Day topic last week. And to Mahi for trying really hard with her learning at home. Moving on to Northern Ireland, Miss Fisher is particularly impressed with Penny for continuing to try hard with all her home learning and doing some lovely writing, again about worms. And to Ella for continuing to complete lots of great home learning and showing her good improvement with her writing. So let's give our nursery and reception home learning heroes a big polite Clockhouse clap. Moving on to year 1, let's see who we've got. So Mrs. Curry is very impressed with Ivani. Ivani's actually in school a lot of the time, but she's completing extra home learning at home when she gets home and is being such a trooper and a superstar, Mrs. Curry said. And Dylan, he sneaked in there a little bit earlier than I planned for helping Mummy to just getting on with his homeschooling so Mummy can look after baby brother. And he completes his home learning every day and makes sure presentation is in line with what he's expected to do at school. Great job, Dylan. We know how much we love a good person with presentation. Moving on to Italy, Miss Marsh, is particularly impressed with Daniello for using creative ways to help with his maths this week. And to Abigail for completing all her home learning every day. Great job. On to Spain. Miss Everingham is particularly impressed with Lois for completing Google Classroom to the best of her ability and still continue to have the Clockhouse spirit. Well done, Lois. Always showing those 3 R's. And Aman for completing his Google Classroom to the best of his ability and again having that Clockhouse spirit. Well done. on to year 2. Let's see who they have chosen. So in USA, Mrs. Everingham and Miss Jarvis have chosen Lucas for working really hard to complete his home learning, and Carter for always trying his best. Canada, Miss Burrows has chosen Ben for working really hard on his maths work and working hard through the challenges quickly, and to Rosie for her amazing performance of the poem The Dragon Who Ate Our School. I hope there's no dragons who ate our school. I have to say I've seen some of them, 1 or 2 I think, well I know included my name. Not being the dragon, you'll be pleased to know. Really good poetry from year 2. And Mexico, Miss Martin has chosen Amelia for making sure all her home learning is done and trying her hardest, and Ray's for the same reason, trying his hardest and making sure his home learning is complete. So let's give year 1 and year 2 that special clock house clap. Well done to you all. Moving on to year 3, Miss Burrell has chosen Maisie from Peru for working really hard on all her challenges, and Marco for some excellent, marvellous maths. Marco, the marvellous mathematician. Lots of alliteration there. Well done, Marco. Mrs. Redgrave and Mrs. Herrera have chosen Ivan for Argentina for working really hard to complete his Google Classroom work, and Jax for also working really hard to complete Google Classroom. Brilliant job, boys. Well done. Miss Spencer has chosen Holly from Brazil for always trying her best and being resilient. That special secret force are really important at the moment when she's faced with a challenge in her learning. And Archie for a positive attitude and working super hard in his maths. Well done, year 3. Moving on to year 4, Mrs. Fletcher and Mrs. Overton have chosen Harriet for doing some amazing research about Brazil. I've seen a lot of work on Brazil this week and rainforest. Well done, team, for year 4. And Michael for brilliant research about endangered animals. Moving on to South Africa, Miss Mann has chosen Ollie for being a superstar with his learning, ensuring and to have lots of fun along the way. And that's really important at the moment. We need to have lots of fun as well as working hard. And Isla for staying positive and tackling her learning each day, enjoying time with her family. Well done, you too. Miss Bowdry from Kenya has chosen Lacey for some fabulous home learning about rainforests and elephants, and Shamir for fabulous presentation and dedication. Great job to you guys. Let's give year 3 and 4 that special clockhouse clap. Well done, everybody. Right, moving on to year 5. Let's see what year 5 have been getting up to. So in China, must be a good week for the Malik family. There's another Malik in there. China, Miss Taylor has chosen Eliza for consistently hard work and always presenting her work neatly. She's worked very hard and taken ownership of her learning. A fabulous week of work from her. And Harry for his efforts with his home learning. He's worked well and completed work to a high standard. Well done. In Japan, Miss Watkins has chosen Emily for great home learning. It's always completed, and she's been particularly impressed with her maths this week. And Lois for working hard on her learning and making great contributions to the Timetable Rock Stars Challenge. Well done, Lois. Good one for the girls there. And Tallulah from India. Even though she's faced an injury during lockdown, she's been very resilient to complete her learning and not complained or used it as an excuse. Well done, Lula. I hope your arm is getting better. And to Millie, she brightened my day, Miss Jones says, with her beautiful photos of cooking and artwork. She always completes her work to a high standard, the high standard she would complete in school. Well done, year 5. Moving on to year 6. It's a very good day for the Davy family. We've already had Penny in reception. We've now got Harry for working super hard at home, and also to his twin Ray for also working super hard at home, and both boys completing some great work. Well done. In New Zealand, Miss Cairns is particularly impressed with Ella for her amazing rap this week in literature and a fantastic word of the day sheets. Well done, Ella. Learning some new vocabulary there. Great job. And Oliver for an amazing song set to the theme tune of Friends. How wonderful. Well done. And Miss Wilson is particularly impressed with Frankie for completing her work to the best of her ability and still remaining positive, which is really important at this time. We can all have our down days to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off and keep going. And Louis for working really hard with his older brother on his home learning and being as positive as you can at home. Finally, Greenland, we have Jack this week for working super hard at home with all his learning with his mum. Well done to all our home learning heroes this week. As I say every week, you're just a selection of our home learning heroes. We have loads, hundreds of home learning heroes, not just the children, but the adults as well, and all the staff. We're all home learning heroes at the moment. We're all learning and we're all at home some of the time. So before I go, I just thought I'd share with you that obviously hot chocolate is at 2:30 today. Who will be my hot chocolate nominations? I wonder. I will see you at 2:30. I'm looking forward to that. Get your drinks at the ready. Let's all remember the importance of our 3 R's, our school, a family and a home for everyone, and being those ready, respectful and responsible learners that you all are. What I would say is keep being resilient. We're probably going into an even harder time now. It's getting longer, it's getting harder. Keep going, keep being resilient, keep trying your best. And that's all we can ask of you. Before I go, I thought I'd share with you this. I received this card in the post this week. And if I just open it up, it's from a 97-year-old gentleman in our community. And it says, "Dear headmistresses, teachers and pupils, thank you for the rainbow card, the card you posted through my door. Thanks cost nothing but worth every penny. The least we can do for all those dedicated staff involved in fighting against the coronavirus. Love to you all." And then he signs it his name and his age. And I think that's so important. Thanks cost nothing but mean so much. Remember, children, to thank your parents and your carers for all they're doing. And we at Clock House thank you all. Have a lovely day. Take care. Stay alert. See you soon. Bye, everyone.
Heroes, just for one day.